Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hi there, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, what are we popping open today?
We are popping open the Invigorating Blend. This is Citrus Bliss, and this is one of the favorites around our house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it smells invigorating, so perfect.
Yes.
Title, but yeah, it's super sweet and citrusy and just a happy smell.
Yes, it's very uplifting. So let me read the list of ingredients in this one. This one has changed over time, and I'm never sure why doTERRA changes their blends. It could be from sourcing issues. It could be because they find that this combination of oils is better for whatever they're looking for. But the current combination of essential oils is wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, bergamot, red mandarin, green mandarin, lime, and Litsea with Tonka Bean and Vanilla absolutes. What do you smell in it the most?
The vanilla.
Really?
Interesting. That's at the very end, but yeah, the vanilla. And I do smell I smell citrus. I don't know that I would be able to pinpoint which citrus. And now that you've said the list, there's a lot of different citrus in there.
Tangerine is what I get. That's the first thing, but then I get a little bit of the sweetness from the vanilla behind the tangerine, but those are the two that I get the most.
Was tangerine on the list that you just said?
It was.
Oh, okay.
Nope, it was not. Oh, so funny. So it is on the previous list. So the previous list has tangerine and clementine, and that's what I actually smell. So what am I smelling? Maybe the red mandarin?
Or do you have an older bottle that still has the original?
That is possible too. And my eyes definitely can't see the ingredient and list in this. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Okay, folks. Okay. Podcasting at its best here. Yes, I probably am smelling something slightly different. What you can smell.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, and when I opened the bottle this morning and I held it to my daughter's nose, I was like, oh, it smells a little bit different than what I remember it smelling. She's like, I feel like it smells the same as it always has. I'm like, okay. But I didn't remember smelling the tangerine so much, and now that's what I smell. It's not in the current ingredient list. Do not expect tangerine.
That's really funny. Do you smell the vanilla?
I do. Yeah, I do smell that. It's like a soft sweetness behind it.
Yeah. And I wonder, I assume Tonka bean is in the vanilla family, but I don't actually know that. Do you know?
I don't know. Either way, I think the ingredients that are in this one versus a previous blend versus a new blend, they tried to combine the sweetness and the citrus together. And I think either way, it does the same thing as what it's supposed to do, meaning uplifting. It's supposed to inspire creativity, get you out of the ho-hum if you're feeling disengaged or unmotivated. This is one of those blends that you could put directly in the diffuser because it has so many good oils already combined. You can smell it directly from the bottle. You could put it on your wrist and use as a personal scent. However, because the citrus oils, you do want to put it somewhere that the sun's not going to be shining so that you don't have to deal with the sun sensitivity. It talks about putting on dryer balls so that you could get the scent, directly onto your clothes as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not an internal use one because I feel like this would be delicious in some water too. But yeah, don't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. I really use this primarily just because I like the smell,
Same.
Not for any specific medicinal reason or anything like that. And sometimes that's okay. If you have a diffuser and you have Citrus Bliss, your house is always going to smell good.
Agreed. And I think from the medicinal standpoint, yes, all of these individual oils do a lot of different things and have different properties that could be for immune support or, anything like that. However, I think this one comes a little bit more from the emotional direction. So yes, you get the uplifting part, but it can really kind of bring you out of some of that gloom. We talked recently about the whole SAD concept of winter, the seasonal affective disorder. And I feel like, again, this would be another good one to put into the diffuser during those dreary winter months when you're inside, it's too cold or rainy or snowy or whatever to go out. It definitely just kind of gives you just a little bit more of a uplifted, happy vibe.
Yeah, I totally agree. It even says that it's good for stressful times as well. So it would be good for that. And I mean, it's probably appropriate that we're talking about this in the winter and sharing about this oil because it feels like a sunny, happy warm weather oil, but really this could be any time of year oil just to get that feeling in your home.
Definitely agree. Yeah, and it does combine well with other things, but honestly, I feel like if I'm using Citrus Bliss, I tend to just use it directly by itself.
Same. Yeah. What would you even like? What were you thinking when you said it blends well with other things? Did you have
I've done
something
it
in
with
mind?
like mint oils before, and then I've always done it with fir oils before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That actually reminds me. I know somebody who used to always blend this with breathe oil, and that was a really nice combo as well. And so it's kind of that minty stuff, but they blend really well together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a fan of this oil. I don't know that I have much more to say about it, but I'm a fan of it.
I think if somebody's getting into oils for the first time and they want to get outside of just the individual oil, wild orange, peppermint, they want to blend something they can put directly into the diffuser, something positive and uplifting. I think that this is a good place to start. This is a great gift oil. I've given this to others before that I know have a diffuser because, again, I think it smells lovely and it uplifts people's moods, and I think it's a good blend to have if you're new to essential oils.
Yeah. And one other thing with the gift giving idea, instead of going to the system that we use that has like all of our podcast notes, I typed in Citrus Bliss into the search bar instead of the program I meant to type in. And it pulled up a different oil company's blend first, and then it had Citrus Bliss. And the price was really weird on Citrus Bliss. It was $33.33, which ends up, that's the wholesale price, and it was being sold on Amazon.
That's the retail price.
Or sorry, yeah, the retail price, and it was being sold on Amazon. And so I just wanted to remind people again, like if you can get a membership for free if you get it through somebody who already has a membership. So like both Heather and I have links available where you can get your membership for free, and then you get wholesale pricing, so cheaper than what it is on Amazon. But on top of that, oils sold on Amazon are not guaranteed. So anything from doTERRA is guaranteed. So not only is it cheaper, but also you know that it has not been messed with. If there's any type of reaction to it, you can get your money back. So this is actually a very affordable gift when you do it through doTERRA versus doing it through Amazon. And then, of course, like it was also just interesting to see a different brand's oil pop up that wasn't even called Citrus Bliss. And it was about half the price, but you get what you pay for. And so if you're looking for this smell, if you're looking especially for the benefits that come with the smell because of pure oils, you're not going to get all the benefits if you go with the cheap knockoff version that does better SEO to show up first.
Well, let's go same direction, but a little bit different too. Let's talk just a second longer about the gift giving part. We're in the holiday season. I have generously received many gifts from patients, and they are good smelling items that are usually candles or lotions or hand sanitizers that people with their best intentions purchased for me, thinking they were doing something nice, which it was very nice to gift me anything. However, all of them have been loaded with artificial scents, and several of them, even smelling the container with the lid off, has almost given me instant pressure and headache symptoms just by smelling it. And so I haven't necessarily been able to use them, but I also don't want to gift them to somebody else, knowing that it does potentially have toxic ingredients and could trigger somebody else to have a negative reaction. So when we're talking about gift giving, I really struggle with giving somebody something that I know could be bad for them. My exception is sugar, folks. Okay, I will bake for people every now and then, and I will pass them an item that's got sugar in it without even thinking twice. They can choose to consume it or not. But when it comes to products, I don't like giving toxic products, especially knowing that I wouldn't use them on my own body. So giving something like an essential oil, especially doTERRA specifically, when you know that it is quality ingredients that you're gifting somebody, you kind of feel a little bit better about the gift too. If you even have an understanding of what toxic products are. These gift givers may have no concept of that when they gave those to me.
They probably didn't. Yeah, most people don't. So, well, along those lines, I've had multiple White Elephant gift exchanges this week, the week that we're recording this, and I've actually brought essential oils to each one and made sure to include instructions on how to use them, because that's the other thing, is so many people get oils, like maybe even purchase them for themselves and then feel overwhelmed and don't use them. So I do want to encourage you that if you are giving the gift of oils, include some instructions so that people don't feel overwhelmed or scared to use them and know the proper way to use them. So.
And realistically, you could go directly on doTERRA's website and take the verbiage directly from there. They have how to use and all that kind of stuff that you could just create something on Canva, something, cute. And then when you hand it, like Meg said, at least they know how to use it safely. And I feel like you've given a nice, clean gift that people can enjoy.
Yeah. And you know what I'm going to say now, since you brought up the instructions. If you really want to know how to use it and all the different ways you can use it, we have an amazing gift for you. So we have a reference book matchmaker that you can download for free, but reference books are where you're going to get the most information, because there's a lot of stuff that's not allowed to be online, but they are in these books. And so you do want to be selective about the book you get, but also you want the book that matches your personality. So whether or not you want to focus more on the emotions versus the health benefits, or maybe you want something with pictures versus just give me all the words, this is going to help you figure that out. So if you're interested in that and learning more about the reference books that we recommend, then just use the link that is in the description of the show and you can download the reference book matchmaker there. All right. Well, anything else?
I think Citrus Bliss turned into a bigger conversation than what we were expecting, but I think it was a good conversation. Citrus Bliss is wonderful. Everybody should have this, whether you just want a nice oil to diffuse or whether you want to, use it for the emotional benefits. Get some Citrus Bliss.
Yeah, totally agree. All right. Well, thanks so much for listening. We'll have a brand new episode for you next week.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.